Hey folks, a little weird on the lighting tonight. I'm sorry about that. So tonight we're doing city chicken. I've already taken the liberty of doing four. And let me first explain what city chicken is. It's not chicken at all. There's not a piece of chicken in it. It is alternating cubes of veal and pork on a skewer. And what you do is you make it like a chicken. It's breaded and fried, and then I bake mine as well. And it comes out looking like a chicken leg. And the way it works is, this goes back to the immigrant days where people came over and times were hard. And what we did was, or what they did was, they had scraps of meat that they put on a skewer of whatever, a skewer of wood, and they called it city chicken because chicken was expensive, but the scraps of meat weren't, and that's where it comes from. And I still live in the coal region, so I'm blessed by having a place where I can get some good city chicken, and this is what it looks like. We have pork, veal. So you got 4 layers of pork, veal, okay? You can do it yourself. If you're outside the area, if you're from here and you want to be able to do city chicken, buy yourself a boneless, here we go. Yeah, boneless, I'm right. A boneless pork chop, and buy yourself some veal chops. Cut them into 1-inch cubes. Get the skewers, you can get them at your local supermarket. Put, again, alternating. This one here happens to be pork, veal. And there you have it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to say, I don't live there anymore, I can't do it, I can't get it. You certainly can get it. All you got to do is make it yourself. All right, so the way I do it is I double bread it, almost like chicken, okay? So what I do is I take this is seasoned breadcrumbs. I don't have an amount, I just kind of pour stuff in, and I'll roll them into the seasoned breadcrumbs just to coat them. And they're Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. So just roll them in there. And then what I'll do is take that and I'll roll it. And again, you don't need a wet hand, dry hand here because you got that nice little skewer that you can deal with. Oops, unless you drop it in there like that. Shake off the excess egg, put it back in here. And actually, I got away pretty cleanly there, so I don't need to change hands. And okay, and there we go. That's breaded, almost like a chicken leg, right? So we're gonna throw that into the oil, and then we're gonna do 3 more. And like I said, I have already done 4 of them. I'm gonna use my other hand here just to speed this process along and make sure that I have these coated very well. So again, roll them around so everything's cleaned up. Okay, and again, these are just eggs, nothing seasoning or anything with it. They are just eggs because the breadcrumbs are the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. So we're in good shape there. 2, and I'm making 8 pieces tonight because my son is staying with us, and this is one of his favorite meals. Not from the coal region, other than from me, but he likes this. He works at Knoebels. Today was the first day of Knoebels, so he will be working and then coming here after staying, and he works again tomorrow. So shout out to Nick Benedetto. All right, okay, we got 3 here. Now I don't want to do these to where they're totally cooked in here because we're going to throw them in the oven, and I'll show you how I'm doing this in a minute. It's very simple. Now, people will do each of these different ways. My city chicken is probably not your city chicken, so if you do it a certain way and say that's not city chicken, I'm sorry, that's not your city chicken, but it is my city chicken. So just throwing that out there up front, because like everything else, cooking is a personal preference. And okay, so there's the 4 pieces. We are done with, ooh, that's hot. We are done with this. And we are done with this, but that's not going to go on the formica, that's going to sit on the metal. That was a little too close to the thing. Now, okay, I'm going to throw this away. I got these at Irish Isle Provisions in Shamokin. I think I got 8 pieces, and it was like 10 bucks, okay? Can't go wrong. Okay, so what we're serving with this, we're having mashed potatoes with this tonight because everybody really freaked out when they had mashed potatoes with pigeons. So don't want that to happen again. And we're gonna do roasted Brussels sprouts tonight. And I'm gonna do those, I'm gonna cover those with some grapeseed oil, salt and pepper, and roast them. And then when they come out, I'm gonna grate some fresh Parmesan cheese over the top of those. So we got the city chicken, mashed potatoes, and then we're gonna do the Brussels sprouts. Okay, and again, you can kind of look, oh, that's a little brown. I'm gonna turn that heat down because I could probably turn it off at this point. But we just want to make sure we brown them. We're going to let them cook in the oven. So what I do, if you look at here, I have a whole bed of white onion under there, just a nice sweet Spanish onion or white onion. Don't do Vidalia or anything like that, or yellow cooking onion. You want to get the white onion for this. And then I layer the city chicken on top of that. And then what I'm going to do at the end is I'm going to put some water in there, cover this with foil, and let it steam. Put it in for like an hour, and just let that steam. And that's going to come out, those onions are going to cook down, they're going to get the flavor off to the chicken, and it's going to be really, really, really good. Trust me on this. Okay, that's what we're looking for right there. Okay, so then we alternate the stick direction in here. Oh yeah, they look good. We're going to try to get these in here. They should all fit. I've had 8 in here before, so I know they fit. One might have to go a long ways, and that's okay too. Just leave a little room on that side. Okay, because we're all just steaming. Everybody's coming to the hot tub party. We're just going to put those in there like that. Okay, so now, here you have the 8 pieces of city chicken on the bed of onions. My production assistant is getting the foil. Thank you, production assistant, right here. And I am going to put some water in here, okay? Because you want it to steam. You don't want it just to bake dry. I hope you can hear me. But you don't want it to bake dry. You want this to steam. Then the outside gets like a nice crisp, not really crisp, but a nice coating on the outside. But it also helps the onion to cook as well. So that'll steam the onion and we'll be good to go. Okay, so we're gonna put the foil over this bad boy, and then we're gonna prep the Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts normally I roast at 425 for 20 minutes, but since the city chicken goes into the same oven, we're going to expand the cooking time of, get that out of the way. I'm going to expand the cooking time of the Brussels sprouts to be the same as the chicken. Okay, so that's the city chicken, good to go. Some people will wrap the city chicken in the foil and put the foil on top of the onions. I've done that. I like this better. I think you get a better flavor of the onion when you do it this way because the steam of the onion and the pepper. I put pepper on top of it, not salt, just pepper. Actually, I didn't until tonight because I was told apparently I did that wrong. But I put the pepper on that, and that's all going to steam up through the city chicken and really give it a good flavor. So, and then the water is going to be sucked up into the breadcrumb, and do I need to tell you how good that's going to be? Because the onion is going to flavor the water, etc., etc. So, again, grapeseed oil, a little grapeseed oil over the top of the Brussels sprouts, and these are fresh Brussels sprouts. I got these. I have some from Misfit. Misfit Markets, Farmer's Box, one of those two. Farm Direct, one of those two. And I'm just going to use my hands, God's greatest mixing tool. That's what he gave us to mix, and I am going to use it. All right, so these will go on the top shelf of your oven. I'm going to put them in now. Don't need to put salt and pepper on them. Just really at this point, just put the oil on them at 350. So we'll put those on top and leave that down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the city chicken and we're going to put that in the middle rack, just like that. Close that up. Move this off to the side and let it cool down. And here I just have some russet potatoes. You want to use russets when you do mashed. Some people do, my son likes a starchy potato, so I use the russets. When I do them sometimes at home, I just use the yellows because the yellow potatoes I really don't have to peel. But Nick is a little picky with that. So I'm going to use the russet potatoes tonight. And we're going to get those just let them start coming up. It's like between a medium and medium low heat, just so they're ready. And then when these are done, when these get fork tender and ready to be mashed, you want to put them into a colander and leave them set. Don't immediately put them into the colander, put them back into the pot and mash them. You want to take them out of the pot, leave them in the colander. The tips of the potatoes are going to get really, really bright white. They start getting bright white. That's the starch coming out of the potato. That's what you want. Because what that starch is going to do is it's going to naturally thicken the potatoes. So you don't have to, you already have a thickener in there. So you can, you're okay that way. So then we're going to add to the potatoes, once we start mashing them, we're going to add butter, milk, and sour cream. And that is the way you go. Now I have them out now, pretty much come to a little bit of room temperature. And that's all there is to it, folks. That's city chicken with Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes. I'm not sure I'll come back live to show you. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'll just show you a picture of how everything's done. Maybe I'll come back because I'd like to show you the how I finished the potatoes and how I finished the Brussels sprouts, and then plate it up. So jury's out on all that. We'll figure all that out as we go along. That's what this show's all about. We really just figure stuff out as we go along. Potatoes are cooking. City chicken and Brussels sprouts are in. That's dinner. We'll be back on the other side. Any questions, any comments, feel free to hit me up. Hey, their website is coming along. I actually have a recipe uploaded. I figured out how to do a recipe. Actually, the pigeon recipe out there, but if you go to the website, right now it's going to say coming soon. It's actually www.thecoalregiongourmet.com. You're not going to see anything, but I'm working on it. I already have a recipe out there. Got to brush up my HTML skills and start learning how to code a page again, but we're coming along, okay? So that's going to be coming out there too. So everything you see me make here, I'm actually going to post on there. And you'll have the recipes and maybe the videos. I'm not sure how my hosting service, how much my hosting service allows me to do that. Size-wise, how many videos I can post, so we'll figure it out. All right, so that's it. Happy Saturday. Hope you enjoy your evening. You have friends that are interested in city chicken, direct them into the group. If you're away from the area and you're not in the area anymore and need to make city chicken, go to your local supermarket, get the skewers, get veal chops, get pork chops, make them yourself. That's all there is to it. There's no chicken in it, and I don't like beef. Some people use beef. I think beef gets a little tough. So we use baby beef. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Enjoy it. Hey, we say baby beef. When I was in the military, off topic, when I was in the military, we had this debate one day when I was in a reserve weekend. Oh, look, you can see me when I do that. And one of the people in my squadron is a deacon. And his thing was, we were talking about veal. And his quote was, if God didn't want us to eat it, he wouldn't have put it on this earth. Which is true, but being an analyst, okay, I am a business systems analyst, so I analyze things. God put us on this earth too. So does that make us cannibals? Things to make you say, Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave you on that ponder thought, and we'll see you maybe either on a picture or on the finishing in about an hour. All right? Talk to you soon. Like I said, 350-degree oven for an hour. Brussels sprouts on top. See chicken in the middle rack. All right, folks, that's it. That's all there is to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little something. Talk to you soon.